You know what I forgot about? NBA Higher or Lower. It's a game that we played on this channel maybe a year or so ago, and it's been a minute. So let's get into it. The game is very simple. You're gonna see two NBA players. You gotta say, oh, I think Ronaldo Blackman averaged more points than Zemo Beatty. And it's just that simple. You keep going until you get it wrong. Like Lionel Hollis was not averaging 18 points per game. And now they both get removed because I'm sorry. Dolph Schayes, the NBA Hall of Fame, he better average more than 11.5 points per. See, this is what we do. And my career high is 25, but I'm realizing this is not the best spot to be. This is probably better. All right, Dolph Schayes has more points than Mike Newland. More than anything, this is a cool place to kind of just see new NBA players. I never heard of Mike Newland, but he averaged 15 points per game in his career. Happy Harrison, who's not averaging 18 points per. We might beat our career high in the first run. I ain't been on this game. I ain't been on this game for a minute, and we already on a 7-game streak, baby. Earl the Pearl Monroe averaged more than 15 points per game. Give me those. That's easy money. 18.8. What else do we got? Danny Manning had a short NBA career, so I'm gonna assume that Earl the Pearl Monroe averaged more. Cool. Truck Robinson was not averaging 14, was he? Sometimes you gotta just go with your gut. And my gut sold. My gut just sold just like that. But even though we only got 9, it says we're an absolute baller. Let's keep it moving. I don't think we're gonna get to the point where we beat that score because 25 is ridiculous. I gotta be honest. I remember filming that video thinking to myself, I don't think I'll ever get to this point ever again. And here we are, 2 win, and it's there's no way. There's no way. Cliff Hagan averaged more. Hogan. His pictures in listen, if your pictures in black and white, the odds are I'm gonna disrespect you, but I don't really mean to do it. It's just the nature of everything. Because I don't know much about you. I know Jeff Rulin. We learned about him because of 2K. Okay, is that 3 in a row we got wrong? See, this is what I mean. The idea of getting 25, that's the wrong answer. I'm so stupid. The idea of getting 25 in a row again is ridiculous. I must have been on one. Because you just saw me just miss 12 in a row, basically. You know what I'm saying? You want to get 25 straight correct? Norm Nixon is not averaging 22 points per. But Norm Nixon versus who? Chet Walker. I'm going to go Chet. Thank you. Okay, 18.5. Daryl Dawkins was not averaging 18.5 for his career. Just like that, we back to number 4. See, you know, getting to the high single digits is pretty easy. It's once we get to like 9, 8, 9, that's when things start to get real difficult. I'm gonna get Derek Harper. Man, what am I doing? All right, Big O, we'll take an easy one, 25 points per game. Willis Reed is not no scrub either. Don't disrespect it, but you know, that man Big O is on a whole nother level. Also, we had a power surge, and because of that, now my lighting is just weird now. Anyway, Jamal Crawford averaged more than 11 points per game in his career. Remember that he dropped a 50-piece in one of his last games of his career. I think it might have been his last game that we count that wasn't in the bubble. But I just saw you 30 seconds ago, and I went against you. Latrell Sprewell versus anybody, I'm going with Latrell Sprewell. He got a lot of points in his career. Activated bucket getter. That's what he was. Bob Lanier Bob Lanier wasn't averaging that many. All right, we will hit the reset. Patrick Ewing versus Brad. Patrick Ewing averaged a dub, and Brad averaged 18. We will get to double digits again. That's my new goal. The goal, that 100% is a misclick, by the way. That was a misclick. The goal is to not get to 25, but the new goal is just to get to double digits, no cuts. Just one complete run. Because one thing I did see, that was crazy close. One thing I did see when I did hit this 25 was about the cuts. In reality, the cuts are just like me doing like this. Okay, Zach Randolph played for this team, and this team. But at the end of his career, he was getting some PT, but not a lot of PT. But I know for sure the last couple years of his career, like that's what I was doing in my mind, and that's not entertaining content. So instead, and this one, since we are doing no cuts, it's a ton of just going with the gut feeling. You know what? This is how we rejuvenate ourselves. We go to another game. We play a one about anime. What is this? This is my anime list, so this has to do with the anime and not the manga. Death Note's anime is one of the greatest of all time. I guess the manga is too. But yeah, I know Tokyo Ghoul's anime didn't get crazy gate reviews. I've never even heard of this, so I'm gonna go with my gut and say Death Note, great. ReZero gets really good reviews, but this might not be the one I'm thinking about. Okay, now we go back to the NBA. Because we replenished, or what's they say? We reset our palette. Yeah. Yeah, like I've been to cologne stores and you smell a cologne. Okay, I like that. And then they give you like the coffee beans. You smell the coffee beans that resets your sniffing palate. And now we go back on a nice little streak. Scottie Pippen's 16 is more than Terrell Brandon's 13.8. It's always good to think about the players that you missed or you're wrong about, to keep that in mind. Like I remember you, Mike Newland. We had you earlier, and I knew that you was about 15 points per game. Deadlift is a little bit. Deadlift is 14 points per. All right, cool. All right, cool. The worst part about all of this is the fact that the gifts that they give you afterwards. Like Giannis shrugging at me is gonna make me punch my monitor. JK, I'm not a ragey, violent type of guy. I do have moments where I've definitely raged. Like playing some FIFA has definitely got to the point where I wanted to hurt something, an animate object. But I've obviously never done that because I work hard for my money, and I'm not just gonna try to reset the palette. Reset the palette. Reset the palette. We're gonna go to video games. Oh, they got FIFA, Google Gaming. I don't even know what that means. Which has more people playing? Like, what is the objective? Street of Rage, or is this is Google's? Okay, all right. Oh, Summer Wars. Never heard of you, but I feel like it's more than 12,000. All right, great. Reset that palette, man. Hey, Kenny 2 can be anything, and we're wrong. Okay, great. There's actually something I was thinking about earlier. Should Kenny 2 just stay? Actually, there's a whole Lakers one, by the way. Should Kenny 2 just stay an extension of basketball, or should we do other stuff? That's something I keep thinking. Cause I've been really into soccer and FIFA recently, but I just don't know how a FIFA video will perform. But this is also kind of like a throwaway channel in a way. But that don't mean I don't care about it. Don't think it that way. But I mean, like, should we just be able to throw some FIFA content on the board and just see how it performs? Maybe I will test the waters on that a little bit down the line. Bob Darrich. All right, we got, this is our streak. I feel it right now. 3 in a row. Haven't even thought about it. What was Allen Houston? It wasn't 19. It wasn't 19. Okay, great. This is the run. 17 point. Baron Dave is going to be awfully close to that, ain't he? Baron Dave is going to be awfully close to that. I'm going to go with Allen Houston. Thank you. It was, like I said, it was awfully close. Sween Nader? Oh, I don't know much about you other than you played in San Diego back in your day, right? Is that it? Like you got a Buffalo jersey on too, though. But San Diego Clippers, maybe. 16 points per game. I'm gonna say because you're big, you weren't averaging that, and I'm correct. Okay, it wasn't even really close, but good to know. Isaiah Ryder was averaging more than 12 in his career. He was buff as hell in that picture. I do not remember him being that buff all the time. Alex English got a lot of buckets in his career. All right, Alex English versus almost anybody is gonna be Alex English. There we go. We're one away, baby. We're one away from that new goal of double digits. Rex Chapman versus Zebo. Give me Zebo, baby. Give me Zebo. We hit our goal of 10 plus. Cedric Maxwell, former Finals MVP. If he's the only Hall of Fame player the only Finals MVP to never make it to the Hall of Fame. That's what I'm trying to say. Where were you averaging though? I feel like if it was 15, I would know. So I'm gonna go with our guy Rex Chapman. Thank you. Let's go, man. Rex Chapman. Elgin. Give me the easy Elgin. 27 and a half is hard to beat. Give me Elgin versus anybody. Elmore Smith, I'm sorry. It had to be you. You're defeated. And now we giving Nate Thurman the nod. Thank you. Rest in peace to Nate. 15 points per game versus Chris Bosh's 19. Thank you. 15. Do we go for 20? That's a tough one. Do we go for 20? Come on, man. Do we go for 20? We almost here. 3 more away from 20. And they said it was a fluke run when I went for 25. They said brother was cheating. Gus Johnson. Come on, we need this 20. I might have to flip a coin for this. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go get a coin flipping simulator. Tails is gonna be Gus. Whoever's on the left is going to be heads. I don't even remember who we're going against, but I know Gus is one of the options. And we're guessing Gus. Great. Oh, Norm Nixon. We said Tails. And what did they say about Tails? It never fails. We're one away from getting 20. Oh, snap. This should easily be Sabonis. But he also was a passing big, and I'm going my heart. Oh, my God. No, not at 19, gang. Not at 19. This game was made for you. That's incredible. Go share that score. I agree. I agree. We are goated at this game, but not. Oh man, I see the goal. The heart says Sabonis is one of the greatest centers to enter the NBA. Now he entered when he was 62 years old, but I thought, all right, that's the end of the NBA. We're gonna do one run on this anime again. Jujutsu Kaisen movie. I saw that in theaters, and I lost. Okay, I saw the Jujutsu Kaisen movie in theaters. I enjoyed it a ton. And now I'm realizing I don't know enough about anime because I don't know this one on the right at all, and it's got the best. All right, I need to lock in more. I'm a manga reader, but some of these things are completely new. Parasite, sure. All right, I'm done. Good night.